Good day, guys, and welcome back to Alliance Wars Season 57, Episode 2. So, a bit of a unfortunate loss to start the season, losing to GT40. These guys are the best alliance of all time when it comes to Alliance Wars. So, just the 7 deaths, which is good. It will beat most alliances, but yeah, it doesn't beat GT40. Again, we've just got the 4 fights for today's wars, so pretty chill, just some path fights. We do have some tricky fights coming up, though. Our opponent is New York, so they're not the strongest alliance like compared to GT40, but they are, they do have a lot of rank 3s and rank 4s on defense. Our team is our 7-star rank 3 Photon, our 7-star rank 3 Dust, and our 7-star rank 3 Warlock. Now we don't actually we do have one Saga champion that is Dust, so we're only fighting the one Saga champion. That's our 4th fight, Annihilus, but all the others are non-tactic. We are going to be using our recoil masteries. All of our champions are somewhat, Warlock and Dust are very recoil friendly. Photon not as much, but we do really need recoils for our Photon fight. Coming out is just the one fight, but it is this Sasquatch on node 9. So this is a very common placement. And there were more options before they changed the hazard shift to Rupture and Bleed, because of course there's not many champions that are immune to Rupture. There are a lot of champions who are immune to Bleed, of course, including Photon. So we are going to be running a really big boost here, 200% science boost. We are running an invuln boost because if he does go to a special 3, we want to be able to tank that without taking any damage. So we wait out the first Rupture phase here. We can hit him freely during the Bleed phase. Obviously we keep applying our Petrifiers and suppressions that limits the amount of power he gets. The power efficiency node is very scary for Sasquatch because when he is in Wrath, naturally he uses half as much power. But with the power efficiency node, he again uses 50% less power. So when he's in Wrath, he actually consumes no power when he throws specials. And so you'll see that later in the fight here. He's going to enter Wrath soon. He's at 8 rage stacks. I want to wait to throw my special 2 before... until Wrath starts, because each of those rage charges are reducing the amount of damage he's taking by 5%. So now that Wrath started, he's taking the full amount of damage here from the special 2, otherwise it would have done half the amount of damage. So that does push him to a special 3. So he will throw this, and then he's going to be locked at a special 2 for the rest of Wrath. This will start a new Wrath as well. It won't last as long as the original, which is good. You can see it's only lasting about 10 seconds or so. So he's spamming special 2s here. You can see he's consuming no power, which is really scary. We're trapped in the corner. Now that we're in bleed phase, we can hit him here. I do, in fact, push him to another special 3 here, purposely. He's down to 30% now. We are losing a lot of health to recoil and also a little bit of poison damage. But we are winning the race here. So he's throwing his second special 3 here. So this will consume the second hit of the invulnerability boost. So which means I can tank one more special 3, but after that I cannot tank any more special 3s. I've got to get him down before then. So he starts a new Wrath here from the special 3. Again, it doesn't really last for very long when he throws it, when he activates it from the special 3. So we've just got to wait this out here. I was hoping he threw the special 2 at the wall when he does, luckily. And I was hoping he threw the special 1 while the Rupture phase is on. He doesn't, he throws a lot of heavies. So here I just take the opportunity to push him to special 2 again. Just to bait that out again. And we are at our special 2 as well. We're not in pure light form, so this special 2 won't do too much damage, but it does help a little bit. This does also apply a taunt, which makes him more likely to throw specials. So he does throw that special 2 here, and I think he throws a special 1 as well, which is good. It means he has very little power now. This is pretty much the least amount of power he's going to have in the fight, about half of our power. He is at 8 rage stacks here, so that is quite a lot, but the special 2 here does finish him off. So it just took about 2.5 to 3 minutes. Pretty much the cleanest way you can do that fight. Next up is a Weapon X. This is also quite a common placement here on Path 9. So the hazard shift here is Shock and Poison. So we can't really deal with the Shock here with Warlock unless we have Odins, but we don't have Odins. So we are, of course, because we're a robot, we're poison immune, so we can use this first shock phase as the opportunity to just build up infections here. So you can see he's infected now. He's not going to heal for the rest of the fight, which is great. So we can parry heavy here during the poison phase. The reason I'm parry heavying is just to minimize the amount of berserk charges he's getting per hit, and so we can maximize the amount of damage and minimize the amount of berserk charges he gets. So just going to keep parrying during the shock phase. I am pretty good at repeat parrying here, well, most of the time. We do throw a heavy there just to get him out of the corner. Luckily we didn't activate shock. And I think here we just build up to special 3. There's no point throwing a special 2 because it's gonna activate the unblockable if we do that. And now unstoppable with a 50k heavy there, which is really nice. And I was trying to here just to finish off the fight before we went into berserk. So we threw one more heavy, did get one shock on us, but you can see that damage does finish him off there. So really clean fight there against Weapon X. Next is a Domino on path 2. Warlock is not an amazing counter for this because it can take quite a lot of crit fail damage. But the reason he is good here is because of the node, so the strike counter, vitality, and also never back down. So I did probably play into that node a bit too much because basically when you dash back twice in a few seconds, she activates regen, and I just backed myself up into the corner a bit too much into this fight. I definitely could have played it better. More hits in the block, but she was being very, very aggressive. She wasn't backing up at all, really. And then I was backing up too much. So you can see we're really trapped into the corner ourselves here. So I did throw a few heavies when normally you don't want to throw heavies against Domino with Warlock because she can purify those bleeds. It was necessary a few times. Here I threw the relic and I think a heavy, no. Obviously she was activating Lucky every single time, which is a bit unlucky for us. There is a chance she doesn't activate it, but no, she was pretty much activating it every single time. By keep dashing, we finish off with a heavy there. So it was quick and clean, but we did lose quite a bit of health. But that was our last Warlock fight for the war. And then the final fight is actually a 6-star, so it's Annihilus. He's not a 7-star yet. And so they've placed him here on EMP mod, so we basically want to use a shock immune champion. I was originally assigned Magneto, but Magneto he only reduces the damage from shock debuffs, and EMP mod is shock passives. So you have to use someone who's actually fully shock immune or with Odin's to be resistant or at least immune to the passives shocks. But yeah, Dust just absolutely melts this Annihilus here. He is obviously a tactic champion as well, so he will get the unblockable unless we punish his special 1 or his special 2. So we're just punishing here. He is a fully stun immune on this node as well, so we can't easily activate our Sandstorm with the heavy attack. I could have activated the Sandstorm here, to be honest, by just activating the heavy, but I didn't think that would be necessary. Again, it's only a 6-star. I did activate the Sandstorm there after the relic, and then quick special 2 finishes him off. So yeah. Pretty chill war, apart from that first fight that was a bit scary. Like one mistake and you die against a Sasquatch, but the rest was pretty cool. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.